Hello everybody, welcome back to Create 6.0. Last episode we built this little elevator that leads all the way to bedrock, which is just super nice for our mining ventures. And today the plan's to make a lumber mill so we can get infinite wood, because we use it in our builds and we use it for create stuff. Obviously I made a schematic for this build today for the lumber mill. Let's go ahead and get it situated. And then, most importantly, I feel like I have a perfect spot for this. So let's go out the door. And I'm thinking where this tree is right now is actually a perfect spot for the lumberyard. Let's go ahead and place it down. Bam, and let me get it adjusted to the proper spot. Okay, I think right here is perfect. Obviously, we're going to have to do a little bit of terraforming, clear up the dirt and stuff, but I think right here is the perfect spot. Let me go see if I can flatten out the land and get things prepped. Okay, whole area is flattened out. As you can see, there's kind of a hole here, but that's because all this, stone and coarse dirt's going to go where the actual build is. But before we even make the build, let's flatten this out a bit. I actually want to build a tree farm first so that we get trees for the build. So I'm going to go ahead and build a tree farm for here. I'm going to avoid those guys, but it's going to go right here. And the hope is that if I put it right here, I can funnel it in to here, and then we can collect the wood from inside the build. Before we do anything, I actually want to collect dark oak for the farm, so I'm gonna have to go travel all the way down here and go get some dark oak. Okay, now that we have all the trees we need, we're going to go ahead and chop the ground up here because we're going to build the farm first. If you watch me build the wheat field, it's similar to that, though it's a little more complex because you do need deployers to place the saplings. So we'll go ahead and we're going to dig out this spot so we can place in a water wheel. Right in the middle here. Place that block because you kind of need that block in order to place the water, or else the water flows in two directions. Which actually, I think it's best to put the water next to that block. So go ahead and do this. Perfect. And we can fill the rest back in. And then we can actually just put the bearing right on top. Right there. And then we'll start placing these blocks in, but I think I'm going to make a schematic for the saplings. I saw Chosen Architect do that, so I'm going to see if I can figure that out, but the blocks will be going there. Okay, I think I got this whole schematic thing figured out. I put all the saplings in first, though I think we might do another row of oak, but basically the schematic will place those once we get it all set up. Okay, we've put everything together, and now it's time to really test. Well, because I filtered it all as the schematic I made, so my hope is that it will place this tree right after destroying it, because that's where the schematic was, which it did, which is just absolutely perfect. Now I guess it's time to work on the actual build, so let me see what I can get set up. collected every material we need for this build. Let's go ahead and change these settings, and then we'll get this show on this road and get a little time lapse going. Okay, the next thing we have to do is actually collect the resources from the tree farm, which we're gonna do with one of these things. I guess I can somehow never turn this the right direction the first try. What? Oh, I had it. Okay, there it is. Now we're going to pull a belt out from probably there to there. Do this. Actually, yeah, let's do that because we're gonna need another belt. Probably there to there. And we're going to have to collect all of the wood from the farm. So let's grab some logs. Make it a little easier on ourselves, because we're going to need a setup for each type of log, and then saplings, sticks, apples. So we're going to do that, and then, placed it wrong. Can't break it with that. And we are going to need to put a funnel in all of these. Brass funnels so that we can obviously filter it. And then we're going to have to label them with the different types of logs we want. Now that we have that done, I've actually decided I want any leftover logs automatically turned into andesite casings. So we're going to put this saw in right here, so that the saw will turn them into stripped logs. And then we're going to need a deployer up here so that we can turn them into andesite casings. Now, in order to deal with all of the saplings and the sticks, I don't have the sticks on me, but we can go in here and get it. Oh, we'll also need apples. We're going to put them in a separate filter right here, like that, so that we can we'll probably just burn them all eventually, but we can put them in this funnel right here. I've had to dig into the wall for all of these filters, but put it right there, and then it should just chuck all these. At the moment, it's just collecting them, but it'll soon be. It's now time to throw in some power. I've gone ahead and put a water wheel in down there. Actually, we need a vertical gearbox. Just like that. It's going the right direction. Actually, I need to speed this up. This thing. Okay, we have everything powered up and ready. We're gonna go ahead and put a filter on here for just andesite casings. And then we're going to set up this, and we'll put a chute in right here so that if we want to, we can just fill this chest up with andesite alloy, and it'll make whatever leftover logs from the farm into andesite casings. Now we can go ahead and start this thing right there. Perfect. Okay, the build is officially done. I also put in a little path. I did just coarse dirt here. I feel like it actually looks better than the path block mixed with coarse dirt. If you guys have an opinion on that, let me know. I just personally prefer it. I could always just put some path block in here anyway, but I'm kind of liking the plain coarse dirt. So we'll see where this goes. But it's all done and ready. And we can go look inside of here. I'm hoping to make a path to like over here from right here, like cross, but I don't know for sure. But let's actually look inside. And there's spruce. We're collecting logs, but it hasn't overfilled just yet. Okay, I actually did make that path to over here. And the build is actually fully complete here. I had to fix this because the tree farm actually broke it, but I made this path after that. And we're actually overstocked on, I think, spruce logs, which is why it's backed up, because it's currently turning them into andesite casings. But I do need to put more andesite alloy in here, because I'm pretty sure it's close to last. But it is officially done. Once I put the alloy in there, it should stop backing up. I just need to put, you know, like 10 stacks of alloy in here, and it should be good to go. But I would like to thank you for watching. I had a lot of fun with this build. I do really like it. I like how this whole town is going. And I'd really like to just thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.